would consider getting rid of, honestly, none of them. Let's be real.
That's like the actual aim of this video. Make room for more books so I can buy more. Good morning, everyone. Although it's morning here, it's probably not morning for you. Hello, I'm Safa. Welcome to my channel, Crafty Reads. Today, I'm going to be doing the infamous book unhaul because lately I had this amazing idea that I would just do a whole bookshelf reorganization and possibly buy a book TBR cart. I want to organize my shelves a little better. And if you've seen the state of them right now, it's a little sad. So it needs a bit of reworking, cleanliness, and organization in my life to make me feel better personally and make my room look a little bit tidier. We are going to unhaul, obviously, the books that I'm never going to read again, and books that I really just need to give back to people who have somehow allowed me to keep their books for almost 2 years. And also, like, the Febreze bottle. I don't know why it's still there. You know why it's actually there? These leaves from Amazon on my wall smell so bad. So just Febreze the heck out of them and then it'll smell better eventually. So without further ado, let's get into the unhaul. So these top two shelves, like this one and this one, they're probably the ones that I'm not gonna touch much because they're like usually my most anticipated reads that I'm going to read or the books that I really like series-wise and I'm going to keep. Let's just go through them anyway, just to show you. The only one that I would remotely consider getting rid of on this shelf would likely be The Stolen Heir. And then Harry Potter, I have the whole box set because it's my cousin's. So once I finish reading it, I will be returning it to her. Court of Silver Flames Keep. Ooh, the only one ideally that I would think about getting rid of right now would be the Gilded Wolves series. If I can get it. The Gilded Wolves. It's very much like a Six of Crows retelling, but told in a different environment, more realistic and modern. However, I don't think I'd be rereading it again because it is very sad. And it's kind of like once you read it, all the effects and emotions that you felt reading it are kind of gone, and that if you wanted to experience it again, it wouldn't be the same. I would just recommend getting it from the library. It's better that way, to be quite honest. This is just a random pile. There's so many books here. I really got to get rid of them. Let's move stuff around though. Like the Final Gambit, the Inheritance Games, Keeping. There's no way I'm getting rid of it. No way I'm getting rid of this. I'm just moving it temporarily. Spin the Dawn. Here's the thing. I haven't read it yet. This one, easily I'm getting rid of. The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. I love Adrienne Young. The Fable World is just one of my favorite YA fantasy books. Very piratey. And then Sky in the Deep is like my all-time favorite book by her. I haven't read Saint or her other one, but this one's just so bad. I did not like it at all. I won this book in a giveaway. It's called A Cursed Kiss, and it was like a book by this indie author that was really intriguing to me because it was pitched as like Irish folklore really mixed into it, and I thought it was such an intriguing concept considering I've never really read something with Irish folklore. So I gave it a shot, and don't get me wrong, it's not a horrible book. It's actually pretty decent. Personally, I just would never continue with the series just because the way it ended off did not make any sense to me. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it. For now, it's only these two. So this is my next shelf. I remember this used to be like my Lee Bardugo, Sabata like favorite YA fantasy shelf, and then it got mixed up clearly. So I got this in 2012 and 13. This is Looking for Alaska by John Green. This was huge at the time when it got released, and clearly it is some kind of an award-winning book because I still have my bookmark in here, and I was so close to being done. I don't know why I just didn't finish it. I'm weird. Like I literally had like 40 pages left of this book and I would have been done. Another book I would consider getting rid of, honestly, none of them. Let's be real. I don't really want to get rid of them. So House in the Cerulean Sea, I'm committed. I will read this book. So I want to keep this. I haven't read Throne of Glass or Jade City, so obviously keeping that too. Poppy War trilogy is here. So I have The Burning God and The Dragon Republic kind of stashed here. I will never, ever be getting rid of Finale and these two because they're like easily one of my favorite books. Shadow and Bone. Here's the thing.
The Cruel Prince. I am having a very love-hate relationship with it recently. I'm really hesitant about giving it up because it was one of the first few books that really got me into reading, despite me having a lack of interest in it lately. I just can't get rid of it for that sentimental reason, but maybe one day I will. And then of course we have Shatter Me by Zahra Mafi. I will not be getting rid of this. I have the whole series that I bought literally last year and I devoured it within a good week and a half. So for that reason, we were only getting rid of Looking for Alaska. The last two rows, we're just gonna do it all at the same time. So this is like my bigger paperback version. So this is An Ember in the Ashes, Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I keep forgetting I have this book. So I loved the first book quite a bit. The ending, a little skeptical, but it was fine. I really liked it. Love triangle at its best, done so well. But the second book, I got an advanced reader's copy of it for the Heart of the Sun Warrior came out. And I read it and I was like, not very good. I really didn't like it. I have never been more angry at a character's decisions than I have at Xingyan in that book. So this book though, I think I'm gonna keep just because easily it is one of the most beautiful covers I have. And I really did enjoy this book. What is this? Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. I'm not gonna be getting rid of it. Something of very strong sentimental value to me. Everything by Nicola Yoon. 7 Days in June, keeping Percy Jackson box set. My friend got me for this last year and I still haven't read it yet. So that's being kept. My mangas, obviously I'm keeping. Oh yeah, the Febreze bottle. Okay, here's some I'm getting rid of actually. So these two. Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge. This one, I got like, what, 60 pages into it? I don't even know what the heck this is. So I was like, hell no. And then this one, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Do I want to keep it to say that I have a classic on the shelf? Yes. For that purpose of aesthetic reasons, I know it's a really bad reason. I'm going to keep Frankenstein. This is Name in the Wind. Haven't read it yet. And then Dune. Dune. I know they're coming out with the second part for the movie this year, but at the same time, like, it's such a heavy, plot intense book. I hate it that I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it. And if I don't read it by, let's hope, end of next year, then you're gone. And then my bottom shelf, you can kind of see it here. Honestly, I've already put some of the books that I want to get rid of on the bottom anyway. Oh, no, I forgot about this. This is mainly the reason why I did a bookshelf unhaul, because of these books. The Serpent and Dove series by Shelby Maheron. First book was like everything you want for an truest enemies to lovers, like a witch ex-witch hunter romance. It was just amazing for YA. But once you got past the first book into the second and third, it just went nose diving down to the ground. It was so bad. It was so slow, and so I really didn't like it. So I will be unfortunately getting rid of all of them. The rest of them I'm gonna keep. Actually, I do have these old poetry books that I got from uni because of my English course. So this one's called Make the World New, poetry by Lillian Allen. Cinder, let me tell you, I enjoyed it with confidence. I didn't enjoy it. I mean, it was good. It was fine. These kinds of stories, though, are good when you're a certain age. And I'm not saying other people, like older adults, can not enjoy it. What I'm saying is that sometimes you have to read books when you're at a certain age because they would just appeal more at the time. For me, I feel like it would have appealed more if I was still in high school. And frankly, I just don't get it because I've read a lot of, frankly, better books than this. And it just doesn't hit the same as those. And because of that, I'm sorry you will be going to the library. Although I kind of marked it, but it should be okay. The next set of books are the ones I'm like really getting rid of. And that is, in rapid order, The Light Between the World is kind of like a remake of Narnia. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. The next one, Every Day is for the Thief by Teju Cole. Another book I had to read for my English course, Dominoes at the Crossroads by Kei Killa. This one, again, English course book. I do not remember a single word about this book, so don't ask me about it. And then finally, another poetry book called Inventory by Dion Brand. So that will basically conclude my unhaul of all these books. So like I said, I'm just gonna be giving it back to the library or see if there's little free libraries around that I could just plop them in for, or even find it at Pango Books or just deliver some online through Facebook. I don't know. I'll find some way to get rid of them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my unhaul situation here. Not as many books as you probably expected, but for me, it's a good enough. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.